Oh, guess what, everybody? Guess what, rock fans? We're back. We're MPJ. We are the rock crew, and we are reviewing all the latest, very latest rock album releases known to man. Well, known to anybody. And to help me, and to help me with this today is Lauren, is Trish, is Pete, and is William.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, if you're tuning in for the first time, we review the latest videos, rate them out of 5, see if they get into a Hall of Fame, and maybe, because it's fast approaching now, we're a few months away to that album of the year, and competition is very good this year. So, will that continue? Will that continue today with Malevolence and Where Only the Truth is Spoken? So let us only speak the truth. Lauren, we're going to start with the Rock Chicks today.
Hell yeah, thank you very much, Nige. So yeah, Malevolence. I hadn't really heard of their stuff before, or hadn't really sort of seen them on the scene. But from what I could tell from my little bit of a research, they've been around for a good amount. My views on this album. So great album art off the bat. I really liked that, because then also when looking at their back catalogue, all of their album art is very much in that similar vein. It is like that very traditional sort of art style, which I thought was a nice twist, because normally sometimes it's a bit odd. When it came to the music itself, overall I thought they had great levels within their songs. Like within each track there were some nice changes and a few bits here and there, but overall as an album I felt it all sort of hit the same note. So it sort of ended up being one of those things where I sat down, I'm listening to it, and then before I know it, I'm at the end of the album and I haven't really gone anywhere with it, which is a shame, because some of it is good. I think part of that was because it is just a bit growly for me. It's the sort of music I like, the screaming and all that sort of thing and that sort of stuff. But I've made it abundantly clear in past shows. One of my favourite things is when you get a nice balance between like the melodic sort of singing and then mix it in with the aggressive, in-your-face, gut punch, growlo and screams. But saying that, having listened through to it a couple times, I was sort of sat there thinking, saying, if I said to someone I listen to metal music, this is exactly the sort of thing I'd expect them to think of straight away. It got some good stank face. That is always a good marker. Just overall, it wouldn't be my first choice straight away. And like I said, I prefer a bigger balance in the melodic to growl/guttural. But yeah, it's a good album. I know plenty of people, I think maybe, depending on the scores, some of them might be here, who would really enjoy it. But for me, it just doesn't quite hit my wheelhouse.
That was very polite meh, wasn't it? Trish, so we can ever say meh to you, of course. What do you think of Malevolence? And remember, this is where only the truth is spoken.
Correct. Now for some angry music to my ears with this UK metalcore band from Sheffield, who've established themselves as one of the hottest acts in this genre. I like the use of the two vocals working well together. Each track is full on in your face and relentless full on rage, which when you want something to listen to satisfy that need, then this album does that. Favourite tracks on the album were Heaven's Shake and In Spite, where they collab with Randy Bryce from Lamb of God. This album would find itself in the happy years of any established fan or a complete newcomer like me to this band, as it ticks a lot of boxes.
William, does it tick your boxes? I'm sure it does.
Just answered your questions there, my friend. Yeah, this is a very cool album. I've been a fan of them for quite a while anyway, since their last album, Malicious Intent, which was very exciting, very very good album. It's just so good. Honestly, absolute banger after banger. This album. just hits you in the face of these great growls, good screams, the bits of clean vocal mixed in. I don't know if it's just me, but all the clean bits in it's all the same tune sound like Five Finger Death Punch. It's me. He's singing like exact same kind of way. The lead singer of that band. Yeah, this is just really cool. For me, it's not quite like through the roof. There's better vocalists doing this kind of singing out there. But for what it is, man, this is a really, really cool album. I'm a very, very big fan.
I mean, technically, how would you say there is? I mean, to my musical years, there's no difference. So, why is somebody out there doing this better than that? What's the difference?
It's just the same as like any other kind of singing. Like it's all very different to each other, and it's when you actually listen to it, you can hear how different the vocals are by a band like this compared to Shadow of Intent, Disembodied Tyrant, Lorna Shore. They all sound really different in their own way because they have the different styles. There's different types of growling and types of screaming, which each band has their own. So you've got Lorna Shore of the awful, disgusting pig squeal noises, which are fantastic. Love them. Oh, pardon me. Obviously, bands like Slaughter to Prevail, where it's a lot deeper, more guttural. It's very different sort of way of doing it. But you just got to listen. Listen to the words.
Pete, did you listen? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I was. I put this album up for review for a very specific reason, because I've been familiar with Malevolence for some time, due to a friend of mine who actually lives over in the UK with you guys. Lives near Brum, and he's absolutely down for this band. He loves it, and he keeps telling me how great they are, and I keep telling them how mid I think they are, which really ticks him off. So I came up with this idea to really force myself to listen to this band more, because I can hear the potential. It just never really clicked with me. So I figured if I just throw this into the podcast, I need to listen to it several times and maybe it'll grow on me. And Chris, buddy, hi Chris, by the way. Surely he will be watching this. I'm going to send him the link. It landed. Like, it finally clicked. I see now why this man is so daft for this band, so crazy over them. They're good. They're very decent. To me, the tracks If It's All the Same to You and Salt the Wound really stood out with some nice good growls, but mostly as far as the vocals are concerned, the cleans really stood out to me. At some points, it kind of reminded me of Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, which is a huge compliment, of course. So yeah, happy that finally I now see why Chris is so crazy over this band, because he's got a great taste in metal. So it should really be a good band. It should be something I like, and now I finally get it. I like it. I like the raw energy. I like the solos. I like the chunks. I like how heavy it is. So yeah, Chris, buddy, good band.
Well, look, the title of the album is Only Where the Truth is Spoken, and here we only speak the truth based on our listening pleasure. So, based on the parameters...
Here we go.
Oh my god, this is just a pile of poo, isn't it, really, to be honest with you? It just is growl and scream with a tiny bit of clean vocals in it. I tried, and, I get it. There's an art form in there that you guys just absolutely can tune into. And I really genuinely try, but I just can't tune in. There's not enough nowhere. Like Lauren, I'm further in the extreme. I actually like a little bit of metalcore, predominantly if the album is predominantly clean vocals with metalcore thrown in to accentuate. I like it a lot, but this is just way out of my wheelhouse, and I just couldn't stand it. And again, frustrating because there were a little bit of clean vocals in it, and there was some great musicality in it. There's always great musicality in these metals. I disagree that if you say to somebody though that you listen to metal, that the first thing they're going to think of is metalcore. I disagree with that. I don't think people think of it. I think they probably still think of the old kind of classic rock bands like Black Sabbath and people like that when you talk to them about rock music. And still,
I think there's something to be said for both.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, no, absolutely. So, but yeah. Anyway, yes, I think that I think this as a place, it's just not a place in my wheelhouse, and I you know, after all of these years, I don't think it ever will be. But I shall keep persevering because I do like albums that are a combination between metal. But this is not just. In my musical world, it was a pile of poo, and I did not like it. There we go. I'm very polite, but it's my listening pleasure and my right. So, what did we think then? Seems like it's going to be good, and one of our votes has dropped, which is obviously probably going to be mine, because Simon's also voted. Let's find out. Will this reach the heights of the Hall of Fame then? So, Lauren, well, I'm going to start with Simon. Simon, give this a 3.5. So pretty solid. Lauren?
I gave it an also pretty solid 3.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Trish?
I gave it a 4.
A 4, okay, pretty good. William?
A very strong 4.5.
Oh, okay. Right, well, if Pete was to give this a 5 and make his friend Chris very, very happy, because if Pete gives it a 5, it will indeed get into our Hall of Fame. So let's find out. Here's a moment of truth. Will Pete make his friend Chris incredibly happy here in the UK and vindicate how great this band is? Pete, what did you give this?
Oh my god, to have to set it up like that. So I was actually hoping Chris is going to be happy with my score, which is a very solid 4 out of 5. Please, Chris, be happy with this.
It wasn't good enough though, Pete, was it? Pete, it wasn't good enough. It's good.
I gave him a 4 out of 5. Chris needs to shut up and be happy. Come on.
It got 19, which is a pretty respectable 3.8, which it's in the top half of the albums of the year, but it's 68 out of 114 almost. It is in our top. It is in our top 200 albums. We've actually reviewed 576 albums now, and this was in our top 200, about 182nd joint. So it's a pretty solid album. It goes. Obviously, my 0.5 was dropped, of course, without any saying. Anyway, what do you all think out there? Do you like Malevolence? Please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave your comments below. But keep on rocking and tune in for our very next episode, which we're going to be reviewing Jutes and their album Dilworth. Thank you very much, and keep on rocking.
Bye.